Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the concern of all of us this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, is about CDF. Mr. Speaker, last week you made a communication, and you communicated also to us that the CS Treasury was supposed to appear before us on CDF. But, Mr. Speaker, we have less than 10 days before the schools open. The kids, they are going to go back to school without bursaries. Mr. Speaker, there are so many projects, CDF projects and also GAF, Mr. Speaker, which has been started and not been completed because of lack of the funds. And Mr. Speaker, the CS has not kept his word when he told us he was going to release money every week. Mr. Speaker, up to now, I think they have only released almost a quarter of it, Honorable Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, we are saying this afternoon, order number 1 is the CDF and GAV. Order number 2, CDF and GAV. Order number 3, CDF and GAV. Order number 4, CDF and GAV. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Bowen. You are preaching to the converted. Last week, honorable members, the CS Treasury was to appear in this house on my summons to speak to the House about CDF. The chair of budget knows, the majority and minority leaders know. We've just come from House Business Committee. The minority whip knows, and those who sit in that committee know that tomorrow at exactly 3, the CS Treasury is here. And we are going to make sure, and I've already told him, that he's not coming here to engage in any unhelpful rigmaroles. He's coming here first to tell us that a portion of the money has been wired and how he's going to wire the rest of the money for you to get your CDF as we go to the recess for the next 1 month. So it's entirely up to the House. If you want order number 1 to be CDF, number 2 CDF, number 3 CDF, number 4 CDF, we can engage in talking at each other when we have a solution in our hands. And the House Business Committee was very firm, and Millie can confirm, that CDF is at the centrality of the management of constituencies, and that CDF is here to stay, and nobody will wish it away, and that will ensure at all times that the Treasury puts CDF on the priority list of the exchequer releases. We very well know, honorable members, the stress that we have been having in our economy, but we also know that with proper planning and engagement, CDF and GAF will continue flowing for you to manage your affairs in the constituencies. So I encourage us not to disrupt the business of the House, because it will be a zero-sum game. Even if we don't sit today, I assure you the minister will be here tomorrow. Even if we sit today, he'll still be here tomorrow. And he'll do what we have told him to do. So let's be better focused, and let's not be what the Brits say, you are penny wise and pound foolish. Let's be penny wise and pound wise. Honorable members, honorable members, member for Bumula, the minister is coming tomorrow. I'm not giving you a chance to speak. It is your point of order that caused the speaker to invite the minister. and being a diligent young parliamentarian, the right thing to do is to hold your horses. The minister will be here, and you'll be the first to ask any question after he finishes his statement, because you are the one who has caused him to come. So we don't have to be pre-debating what we will debate tomorrow. I want to encourage you members that every time CDF has been threatened, yours truly has been on the front line to defend it. And I have been doing so without any fear or favor or prejudice. When there has been delay, I have personally called the Treasury to ensure the disbursement of the money. I will continue doing so. When CDF was under attack by activists who went to court, yours truly here has hired the best lawyers for you. And the caucus of lawyers here led by Otienda Amola and Chepkonga. Now the Supreme Court has ruled and decided that CDF is not in any conflict with devolution. And I'm going to give you a comprehensive ruling on the request of the minority leader, Honorable Junet. So I want to encourage you to believe that in yours truly here you are in safe hands in matters CDF. And I want to ask us to carry on with other business. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., all of you be here. The minister will be here.
The CDF is only a trigger. We have a serious problem with the devolved funds in the counties in this country. And there is billions and billions, hundreds of billions of Kenya shillings that's going to waste in those places. Mr. Speaker, I am educating 100 students to do medicine in institutions all over the country. My governor cannot give me even 10 students, and he has all the funds there. And the money is getting wasted everywhere. An equalization fund, they have come for equalization, they have come for CARA, they're coming for everything, Mr. Speaker. We must save this country from the so-called counties right now in this country. Please, this is the debate the members of parliament are really keen to what you call ventilate on. The other ones, we are fully in agreement and we support you. You have done more than all of us put together. Thank you.
They don't see that this CDF is for Kenyans. No member of parliament benefits from CDF in any way, Mr. Speaker. This is money that builds schools, I've said. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to plead that let's give this minister tomorrow a chance. Let him come here. Let him tell us what plans he has for us. Let him come with the money. Mr. Speaker, for now, even if we suspend the business of the House, we will wait for tomorrow still for him to appear here. He will not be coming here today. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge Honorable Kimilu that I know the people of Makueni are suffering, but they might be suffering at the county level, not because of the CDF. So can we wait until tomorrow so that we deal with this issue perpendicularly?
And I want my colleagues to listen to me. Mr. Speaker, I was in this parliament just like you are.
Next to you.
I want my colleagues to listen to this, Mr. Speaker. CDF did not just come out of the blues. CDF was a product of a well-calculated evaluation by the members who are there, Mr. Speaker, who are tired with the manipulations of the executive then, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that even Parliament here was a department of office of the President then. Mr. Speaker, you are also aware our clerk and everybody else was secondees from the directed special branch, Mr. Speaker, and CID and special DOs. Mr. Speaker, what we did was to give members of parliament an effective, workable, people-friendly platform to deliver development to their constituents, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, over the years, we have seen a gradual increment of CDF allocations. What is surprising under this House, and this is what I want to say, Mr. Speaker, 1 month to the end of financial year, you are yet to receive even something commensurate with the first quarter of the financial year. Yet we are here advocating for everything else. Right now, CDF is under threat. And I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, very sincerely for that decision of the Supreme Court. I know without your input, without all the brains, legal brains that you have put together, even that judgment will not have been possible. I want to accord on behalf of these members here, as the father of this house, that we thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I haven't said this. There is something that we can't run away from. It is members of parliament who oversight CDF. It is members of parliament who oversight KERA. It's members of parliament. Why have we thrown our mandate to the dustbin? Where is the chairman of CDF? Where is the chairman of road? I want to tell you, members, we have a club of greedy governors, whose only interest is to amass wealth, usurp national roles, and get money. If those are the people today you want to sit here and empower, I will tell you, this house is going to be the worst house in the history of this country. I want you to stand up for your right, resist. The Minister for Transport must come and ensure that the remaining allocation of CDF, of roads, is sent. The chairman, NCDF, through the minister, must also release. I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, you are a lawyer. You were here when we fought for the current constitution. Some of us who come from regions that have been disadvantaged over the years, through skewed administrative practices, Mr. Speaker, fought for equalization. Equalization right now is not working, courtesy of these greedy governors, Mr. Speaker. They have gone to court, they have stopped it, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask as leadership, let us suspend everything else, members. Yes. Let us suspend everything else until the question of KERA, Kura, let's adjourn, CDF is sorted out. No more business. No more business. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
What NGCDF is to the people of Kenya, not to members of parliament. These members of parliament will still earn their salaries, will still go about their representation and oversight work without NGCDF. But NGCDF means a lot to the people of Kenya. There are places where children will not go to school, not just about bursaries, Honorable Speaker. I have seen the national government now priding itself in having built over 14,000 classrooms over the last 1 year. But the amount of classrooms that NGCDF does around the country in a year is probably triple that number. And it is only through NGCDF that children access school, that some communities have security through the construction of police posts and police stations, Honorable Speaker. And we are lifting off a very huge burden through NGCDF from the national government. And therefore, the CS, National Treasury, has no choice. Tomorrow, he must come prepared. If not with his words, he must come prepared with his checkbook. Tomorrow, it is PESA, PESA, and PESA to NGCDF. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, this matter goes to the heart of a fund that I would describe as the most effective decentralized fund. And it's coming up on a day when we are reading about news of a governor from a neighboring county in whose house 13 million today has been found. And we are being told that NGCDF is a great concern for the country. As a house, the attention should actually be driven to the devolved funds that are going to counties, Mr. Speaker. We are speaking at a time when NGCDF is under attack from very many quarters, Mr. Speaker. And I think it should go on record that this house shall stand its place to defend a fund that is working for the people of Kenya, because when we go to our constituencies, we are seeking to see what these devolved funds that we are putting on division of revenue that are going to the counties are doing at a time when NGCDF is the only visible fund on the ground. So, Mr. Speaker, as we address these issues and take them up with the Minister of Finance, we must also put on notice all these other quarters that are trailing their guns on NGCDF to tell them that this fund shall be defended by this House. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Carry 1 minute. We have to go on with other business.
Honorable Speaker, I must thank you. And I thank you because the team that you have sent to the IPU does not leave the country unprepared. Mr. Speaker, when we are out there, we do not speak our mind. We have to speak the Kenya position. And for us to totally understand the Kenya position, we have to be very well prepared from this parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, I thank you. Honorable Millie Odhiambo has been able to represent this country at the IPU at a very high level as the president of an all-important committee on the protection of the human rights of parliamentarians. Yours truly, Mr. Speaker, the honorable member for Dagoretti South constituency, has been able to serve 2 terms as the president of the Committee for the Respect and the Promotion of International Humanitarian Laws. Mr. Speaker, in this delegation that has just come from Tashkent, Uzbekistan, we had 2 new members, the Honorable Lotte and the Honorable Makali, who very ably represented our country, Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I would like to support what the Honorable Millie Odhiambo has said, that this parliament might want to seriously consider having a permanent delegation going to the IPU for institutional memory, so that this glowing representation by Kenya is supported. Finally, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Sunkuli has been to the IPU, so has the Honorable Speaker himself. I want to say that I have had a good opportunity to represent Kenya in not less than 6 IPU meetings in the Parliament of Parliaments, where resolutions and conventions are even escalated to the UN and become laws that superintend over the entire world, Mr. Speaker. This opportunity given to other members, Mr. Speaker, will serve this country well as a representation. Finally, Mr. Speaker, the delegation is normally Senate-led, and Senate in Kenya has been having a consistent delegation. Can we also, as the National Assembly, have a constant delegation going to the IPU? Mr. Speaker, I truly thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this particular opportunity to also make my remarks as the newest member of the IPU. First, let me thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to make me part and parcel of the delegation that went to Tashkent. I must admit, Honorable Speaker, that it was the first opportunity for me to attend the IPU, and I must thank the leadership of the House for giving a first-time member that particular opportunity to go and represent this nation. Mr. Speaker, it was not very easy to get that particular position. It took the leadership of Honorable Millie Odhiambo, it took the leadership and the linkages of Honorable Kiaria Waweru, and the negotiating skills of the Honorable member from Kitutu Masaba, Honorable Cliff Gisaro, for us to be able to get that particular position. Kenya is still rated very, very highly internationally, Honorable Speaker, and several other issues were discussed. And we will, as indicated, keep the flag of Kenya flying very, very high. What I will urge, Honorable Speaker, is that we keeping opportunities to mostly first-time members of Parliament, because they can actually be able to deliver and also learn a few things that can be able to assist this House and the people of Kenya. Several issues came up, Honorable Speaker, on the issues of social development and justice. We needed to push the youth agenda. We need to push gender empowerment so that as we discuss the 2/3 gender rule, Honorable Speaker, we must be at the forefront as a nation. I want to say, Honorable Speaker, that as the representative of Kenya in the IPU, we will keep the Kenyan flag flying very high so that we keep our name high. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you for giving me that particular opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Makali. Honorable members, we'll leave it there. Many members have served in IPU. Farah used to lead delegations. Sunguli was there. I was there. Many members have been there. But for the current team led by Millie Odhiambo, we say Kongole for giving our House good representation.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for your wise counsel. But you know, Honorable Speaker, our worry and concern is that this particular CS has communicated to this House through you many times, Honorable Speaker. And we are very concerned as members of Parliament because we thought when we get one of our own sitting in that space, that things will be better. But it looks like things are getting worse. I've been in this House for many years, Honorable Speaker, and I want to confirm This is the worst year in terms of release of CDF resources. The worst. And we claim to have sent experts who have come from this house. Issues which we go through as patrons of that fund, Honorable Speaker. So while we agree with what you are saying, Honorable Speaker, we have our fears. How I wish that either the chair budget or the majority leader, Honorable Speaker, would be able to say the money can be wired today, before it comes tomorrow. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, thank you for your guidance also that the minister will be appearing in this house tomorrow. But again, Mr. Speaker, we are so passionately speaking about CDF because it is a very classical and typical example of what real devolution is. If you come to our county, Speaker, it's very easy to see with your naked eyes what CDF has done, but not what other funds are doing. And Mr. Speaker, I want the CS to hear this. Now that you've promised he's coming here tomorrow, he'd rather come here after he's disbursed monies to our accounts and come here with whatever evidence to show that that money has gone there. Failure to which, Mr. Speaker, will hold him hostage here until that is done.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of motion that, taking into consideration the findings of the Royal Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations, in its report on the approval hearing of 4 nominees for appointment as Ambassador, Permanent Representative, and Consul General, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 15th April 2025, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 1322E of the Constitution, Section 22 of the Foreign Service Act Cap 185E, and Section 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act Cap 7F. This House approves the appointment of the following persons as Permanent Representative, Ambassadors, and Consul General. 1, Engineer Peter Kibilaga Tum as Ambassador Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. 2, Mrs. Susan Nahominja Wafula, EGH, Permanent Representative to the Permanent Mission of Kenya to the UN Habitat Nairobi. Mr. James Buyakane Mohati, CBS, as Consul General to Guangzhou, People's Republic of China. And lastly, Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido, as Consul General to Arusha, Tanzania. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
And today, we have even been saying in the House Business Committee that I want to call a Kamkunji to encourage you. You saw yesterday in the media that more Kenyans are being killed on border rides than on vehicles, accidents. I have told the House Business Committee to embark on having a situation where, even if it means additional resources for you to go out there and sit and talk to our young people on border, to observe traffic rules, borrow a leaf from what we see in Rwanda. A motorbike carries 2 people, you must have helmets. You've seen motorbikes, border carrying, not just ordinary people carrying 4 policemen, people who are supposed to enforce the law. I've seen 4 policemen sitting on one border. The rider is sitting on the petrol tank and looking like he's in a toilet. We have to bring order. And you can use CDF to do this, to educate the public. So instead, in fact, of saying you leave this chamber, I thought you would say, give us time now to debate what we can do even more with CDF as we wait for it to come. Because tomorrow the minister will be here. And when he comes here, neither Ichungwa nor Junet will be there to defend him. He will stand here to tell us that before the close of the financial year, every single shilling of CDF must be in the accounts of each constituency. Every single shilling of NGAF. The women rep for Laikipia has come here asking me, why aren't these men talking about NGAF? They are only obsessed with CDF. I have told her that I'll be your defender as women MPs representing counties. That as we defend CDF, we shall also defend GAF, so that we move together. So let me now ask you members to cool down. Let's get to our business. And tomorrow come with your sharpest knives, your sharpest tongues, and your harshest language if you wish to talk to your former colleague, John Mbadi. It is an extremely cowardly act for members of parliament with all the powers under the Constitution in your hands to boycott your work. It will be a very cowardly act, I can assure you, because as a House, you have impeached a minister, you have impeached a deputy president, you have powers in your hands. How do you run away from your own house? This is the big question. So I want to ask you, give the House an opportunity tomorrow to listen to a response to a very noble point of order raised by the member for Bumula. And it is only tomorrow, not the next day, not Thursday, not Friday, tomorrow at 2:30. If you agree with your speaker, we go on with the business. If you don't agree, those of you who are not keen to carry on with business, don't disrupt the House. Let those who want to have business go on with business.